Hi guys, welcome back to another video on the 200, and today's video, which is already complete to be fair now, but what you're seeing in a minute is footage I filmed a couple of weeks ago of me and Josh fitting a cage to the car. So to do that in these cars, if you're doing a bolting cage, you have to drop the rear arch liners because the spreader plates go underneath inside the rear arches. So the first part of this video is us doing that, then we move on to fitting the actual cage, fitting the SW Motorsports footrest as well, foot plate, which is great and absolutely love it, and then moving on to finally properly bolting in the bucket seats, putting the harnesses in, getting me all suited up and fitted and them adjusted for me. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so I think the iPhone's better for recording, you know. You get way more in here, you can see a lot more. Arch liner 1 is out, so you can see there's loads of stuff under here. And I dare say there's way more normally in the seal just up here on the seam of it. Like enough to make your own forest down here. Should be wearing gloves, so I'll tidy the tools up now. Citrus pre-washed this, and then I've jet washed it, I've agitated it with a brush. Also done that over there, which is the liner. Overall, pretty tidy. There's a lot of tar in here as well, but I have actually got some really powerful tar remover which I'll run over this with. So this is the cracked spring. You can see down here, I can literally turn this, if you can see that, but it's basically missing the lower half. It's not ideal. And I probably should get that seated just there. So yeah, that's obviously going to be replaced when the coilover spring goes in a couple of days time. I mean, I just wiped the arch with this, and that's all I'm getting off it now. So it's mainly the last bits of the tar and whatnot. So all in all, looking really smart. These are the plates. These are spreader plates that go underneath the car, which I've built hand hydrate 80. The other ones are up here. It's not the best. Not the best paint job in the world, I must say, but at the end of the day, these are going to be behind the arch liners. You're not actually going to see them. I just wanted to inhibit any rust. And I've made an absolute mess here. You can see the amount of stuff that gets tracked over the years. They're both out, done, cleaned. Josh has made a start and actually put a little bit of built hamber on there. It's cool. And we're going to lanyard guard this afterwards. And at the moment, we've marked out the cage position. Josh is drilling the holes for it. Yeah. Yeah. Making a nice noise. It's not the best drill, to be honest. So ideally we would have taken the cage out, but we can't because there's not enough room at this point to get either door open. But we've taken the seats out because they're dead easy to get out, and it took 2 seconds. When I put the cage in, when I picked it up, we managed to loop it. With the driver's bucket seat in only, loop it in from the passenger side around the seat and then into the back. So these have just turned up in the post unexpectedly, which is cool because we can fit them before we can fit the cage, which we can't fit because we haven't got a drill bit that's strong enough to cut through this double skinned metal.
Hold that there.
Firmly held. Almost needs something sticky behind it, don't you? So once you get into position, it doesn't move.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. That's why I had that double-sided tape.
Oh yeah.
I didn't bring it.
We'll mark them up now, and now I'm going to retain that OEM on there, that one there, and then drill 2 new holes there and there. I'll still get the tar off this side. What's the difference between the two? Things have come to a bit of a stop purely because I haven't got the right stuff. No, I should have known this before, but we've got 4 holes there. We're going to drill here first, and then that side, and then sort of manipulate the cage back up onto the arches. Where it's not gone so well is that the drill bit that I had, or the set, they're just not up to the challenge. So I'm going to go tomorrow to Screwfix or Tool Station and get some really sort of good quality drill bit. It's specifically designed to go through this double skinned bit on the other side, which is the challenging bit, because it went through the single skin stuff easily, but when it's the thicker metal, you know, it's a couple of mil there, at least, it's just proving really difficult to get through. So yeah, that's where it's at the moment. But you'll see as well, tractor cards are in. I'm really happy with them actually. They look really smart. We put the stickers on, got the washers on. They're sort of like beauty washers or whatever. And yeah, overall it's coming along nicely. It will look really good when it's done. So tomorrow I'm going to drill this, bolt it in, and then I'm going to give everything in here a really good clean because it is filthy, as you can see. Yeah. Hi guys, so welcome back to day number 2 working on this. 2 days have passed since. I went and got these, they're high speed steel drill bits, and it went through like a knife through butter, so that's all good. So what I'm doing now, it's amazing what you can achieve when you've got the right tools. So just under here is where the holes have gone, and I've cleaned it off with some tire remover because I don't want any dirt trapped between that and the spreader plate, which I've just cleaned up. So yeah, now I'm just going to drop the bolts in, get the back positioned in first, and once these two here are bolted in, I can then basically maneuver the ones on the arches up into position and drill those holes. So yeah, that's what we're going to do next. But essentially, what's it called? Probably lift that side over first. It's just a way of sort of working it in until finally it's in the right position. It helps if you can lift this side up like so, using a shoulder or some other body part, whatever works. So that's loosely in position there, roughly, and naturally this side is pulled over now, so I can line up my holes. It's not a perfect fit, but we've got this as far back as we can because there's a load of seam sealant here and it lifts. So push this back any further and it won't sit flush, if you like. It will just start to lift up. So it's on the bottom there where it needs to be, and yeah, we'll get these in. These are the longer ones. I have a feeling the longest ones go on the outside down here where it's thickest. Okay, progress. These are all dropped in. Other side's dropped in as well. As I said, sitting square there, not sitting square there. We're pretty sure we've got it as back as far as we can. It looks virtually straight up against here, which is cool. So yeah, fingers crossed it goes in all right. So I've had a good clean, bolted it in there and there, and then we're going to drag it back. It sits flush there quite nicely, not so much here, so there's going to be a lot of manoeuvring and trying to pull it into place whilst we drill pilot holes. In the meantime, I thought I'd give this a tidy. So this runs in these clips here like that. It looks a real mess. These are for the heated rear windscreen. So what I'm going to do, or attempt to do, is to take that and then run it inside, all inside, because it's single skin or kind of double skin really, but there's a massive void space in here for me to run all the wires in and just have them come out like that and then back out again, so there's not all this loom, and then I can get rid of these clips. Well, that was an absolute faff. Trying to get this one off the back of the lock or the button. You have to sort of like get in there and obviously pull that back. Not the easiest thing in the world to do, but it's out. So I am sat rather awkwardly in the car. Grim realities of doing this. I've tidied that all up there so you can see. Looking really good actually. Really pleased with how that's come out. Really simple to do, but it's made it look a lot neater. Still got all this here to do. All this stuff, the alarm. I've unplugged that because it kept going off, and that's quite common. And this is me in here trying to get this off up here. So you can see all these. I've got this random plastic scraper I found, and I'm just grim reality of grim reality of trying to do these sort of things is it looks good when it's done, but at the moment, yeah. Josh is just marking out the plate. Foot plate here that covers the tunnel, as I previously explained, with the braking and accelerating issue. And we've got the drill bits and stuff here. Tidied everything else up. It's all looking pretty good.
They're a M6 bolt, but obviously it's the inner diameter rather than
Yeah.
The seat in a diameter. Like when you go up, I'll push that in and that'll be tight. So that will be a bit awkward.
That is quite stiff. I might have to loosen it off a bit. That's right. 1, 2.
Screws the thread from the rear of nut, and then that comes out like that.
Nice. So Josh is putting that seat in now with the eyelets in. The cage is bolted in here, and come through here with the paint up brackets and whatnot, both that side in, all looking square. Same again this side. Was fairly easy to put in the end. It's just really fiddly, and we needed 2 people to push on it whilst he drilled the holes. But yeah, now the seat's going in. We're just not really that keen on that runner there from Pure Track. Just gonna say it. It's not great. Spot the Honda owner. Right.
Honda aftermarket seems best in the world, mate. Come at me.
I don't disagree with that.
We're missing a bolt.
We always were with this.
What do you mean?
The front one of these is missing. I need to find one. Just leave it out, mate. I can bolt that in whenever.
I'll leave you out.
Also, Josh has clipped the loom in, as you can see. We've got the bit that I tidied, which can I say, just great idea. And then it's all clipped in here, and these P-clipped inside here as well. Down there, that's all riveted in. We've used P-clips onto the OEM threads, studs that were already there. And yeah, overall looks very, very tidy. And we're gonna get this seat in a minute and then loop the harnesses through the cage, finally. So how do you lock them?
That's it. So,
So
that's locked now.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's coming out this side.
yeah.
The way you lock it is you go over the top of it
Mm.
and feed that down.
What do you do with them then?
You kind of wrap them, roll them up. So you roll them like these.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, nice. Well need that does.
My ankles and knees do not like doing this.
Yeah, I smell that.
Oh yeah,
It smells like farm.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like hay and just.
Yeah. It's not.
It's not, yeah, but
Tail dry.
yeah. Will it still be glossy?
It will have a gloss to it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's red.
No. Whereas that suits it really nicely. Yeah, it looks smart. So guys, that is the end of this video. We got quite a bit done actually over the course of the bank holiday weekend. So the seats are in, the harnesses are adjusted to suit me, the driver's foot plate's in, the cage is in, most importantly. That was the most complex part of the lot. And yeah, that's it really. I think the next video will be coilovers fitted. I probably would have done the rears myself, but I've run out of time now anyway, and I'm going to get a garage to do that where my brother works actually, so he's going to take care of fitting the coilovers, just because I know that they're going to be a real pain. But yeah, it's been a productive one.